Hey everyone, it's Krystallee here. So, how can you deal with the fact that you've changed jobs, you've made a decision, you've pulled the trigger, and you're moving on to another job, and when you're in this new job, you're still feeling stressed, and now you're also burnt out? So, you've literally made this decision to move on from the environment that made you stressed out, that made you burn out. And here you are thinking the fact that you've changed your environment, you've found somewhere else to be, and yet you're still feeling this way. Isn't that strange? Isn't that weird? And it's very challenging to see the truer side of things, of why they're like this. Maybe you're thinking there's something wrong with you. Maybe you're thinking there's just something wrong with everything around you. Maybe it's just not making any sense. And sometimes, which I feel is very beneficial, sometimes people do change their jobs for really good reasons, and it does help alleviate some of the issues that they feel. But when you're feeling stressed and burnt out, it's a deeper, more internal problem that you're experiencing, although the external environment is a contributing factor to your stress and how you feel, and changing that is ideal. Some people have some inner turmoil that is unresolved, some problems that they're experiencing, and even perhaps some things that have lingered around for so long that keep triggering this response to what you're stressing out on, or stressing out about. So sometimes even changing the environment or where you're at doesn't solve the problem. And I can speak from being in this situation before. I was in a job for a good chunk of time of my life, for 8 years, and excelled really well, was in a high position there. Yet it burnt me out, stressed me out to the point where I was facing and experiencing debilitating health issues. And so I found another great job, and I went there. And I thought this was going to be the answer. The entire structure of the business was different. The environment was different. People were different. Job was different. And it had something to do in the related field, but it's not what I was expecting. I thought I was going to go there with a brand new attitude, a fresh look at things, feeling good, feeling motivated. And yet it was far from that. It was so debilitating being there. It was so depressing. It was just being like stuck in a box. I just knew that this wasn't going to be my destiny. I couldn't stay here long either. And so what I did, and what I'm doing, is sharing my journey with you. So perhaps maybe you can gain something from this. What I considered to do was look at really what is the deeper problem within me. Is it the job really? Or was it my own issues that I was experiencing? And as I started doing more evaluating and more digging within my own self, investigating what was going on with me, why I was still stressed and burnt out, even though I've changed a job, it wasn't so much the job, it was really me. And I've realized I wasn't following my true path in life, my desires, my passions. I wasn't chasing after what really was my true purpose. And although I was in a position where it wasn't a bad job, it really wasn't. And yeah, I set out to do this as a career once upon a time in my life. It never ever really resonated with me to begin with. So it didn't matter what job I went to within the field. It just wasn't what I was wanting. It wasn't what I was looking for. And so I started going on to the path of self-discovery and discovered a lot of things that stressed me out, things that would trigger my stress, certain circumstances or types of environments that were triggering these things coming upon me. And then I really trying to find resources out there that would help me find out truly where I want to go in life and what do I really want and how can I achieve this. And fluke, things happen based on the universe, if that's what you believe, or coincidence or whatever it may be. Things happen when you don't really look for it, and things started aligning. I was listening to certain podcasts and I would hear things there, and then I started noticing more things. I started talking about different things with different people, and I started learning more and more how to become more aligned with what I want in life, my purpose, my sense of purpose, and the direction I wanted my life to go. And then everything started coming together and piecing together. And with help through therapy, I was able to really discover my true inner self and my values, my core values, and what I really wanted in life. So I could actually start moving and matching that person that I know I am, that I wanted to be, and that I just desired to have in my life. And it takes some self-evaluation. It takes some breaking down the barrier and really allowing yourself to be vulnerable and raw and really just let yourself be out there and really find that inner true connection with yourself of who you are, who you really want to be, what you want in your life, and what is your sense of purpose, and what do you want to do with this life that you have. And so once I started really noticing those things, I was able to start putting my life towards those things that I wanted, towards those aspects and my own self as a person, and start to really grow into that. And I mean, there's no better time than the present to do that. I wouldn't wait. I wish I actually knew this sooner, but things happen for a reason when they do. And so really looking at your own self, doing that self-discovery with evaluating what you want, who you want to be, who you really are, reconnecting with your true self, and allowing that to just take over, allowing that just to be natural. And that'll help you really move on to the path of healing, and true discovery of the life that you've always wanted to live. And you can walk into this with complete childlike wonder as if it's brand new, because it is all brand new. And it can help you work through some of the problems that you've been carrying on from your past, some of the things that you've moved forward with that don't serve you any longer. And you can start allowing those things to shed off you, to let go, because they no longer match your current life at its present state right now. So it all works one and the same, but you have to be able to define your path and the direction that you want to go and who you really are, and start connecting with yourself in various facets of your life, so you really are able to work through the stress, let go some of the stress that no longer makes sense in your life, and redefine certain things in your life so you're able to actually live the life that you've always meant to live. And sometimes that takes work. Certainly takes dedication, and it also takes your own desire to want to heal and move forward in your life in a way that completely matches your vision, and really put yourself in a place where you can start living that way. And it doesn't have to be a stressful dream. It doesn't have to be so far out of reach. It can start happening right now, small steps at a time. So I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.